to start to run, and even to take time to finish reading a book. I had stacks of them by my table side, all just partially gotten into it. I had flunked out of so many book clubs, it's not even funny. I even flunked out of the one, I'm not joking, called the Half-Ass Book Club. I had a real problem. And even to this day, I really do rely on Audible to get books read. I just did that here. So the truth of the matter is, a lot of people also said to me, well, what would I write on my permission slip? And a good friend of mine, a mother of 3, said that when her son asked her, Mommy, what do you do for fun? Just innocently one night before bed. And she said, Colleen, the only thing that popped in my mind was drink wine. And I was like, cool, been there, done that. We can relate to that, we chuckle, and but the sad truth is a lot of us have forgotten what we do for fun, what our dreams are, what our passions are. It's fallen off the to-do list. So in those cases, sometimes we just have to pick something new. I didn't even like to run, and I started to run, not to get in shape and all the things people would think I did it for. Truly, it was because there was a structure, there was an end goal, and it gave me a sense of community. But you don't have to put anything physical or athletic on your permission slip. It could be to take time to schedule some dinners with friends you haven't seen in a long time. It could be to take a class. Perhaps write that novel or poem you've always wanted to write. Do some artwork. Or maybe take a special trip. Although I do not advocate we all run off to Rome and Bali like an Eat, Pray, Love. As tempting as that is, and it's tempting. But I don't stand up here and in any way pretend that I have this all figured out. I am in total work in progress. I heard this great quote. It was actually at our first Beyond Barbie meeting where they said, we teach the things we need to learn. And I'm like, oh, that's why I'm so interested in this stuff, because I'm actively learning it. This is hard to do. It's hard to put ourselves back on our to-do list, to make ourselves a priority. And it's especially difficult for those out there who are single moms, or perhaps they have a partner who's not terribly supportive of this idea. So I truly, in my heart and soul, believe our job is to raise awareness of this issue and support and encourage each other as women to write our permission slips. The more of us that do, the easier it'll be for others to join in. And we'll have happier women, happier moms, happier families. I don't think there's anybody who can say there's something wrong with that. Well, a few months back, I went from doing nothing 2 years ago, to running a marathon. And while I will definitely not be breaking any speed limits or any speed records, it was a physical feat, but for me, it was totally more about the mental obstacles I had to overcome. I did struggle daily with the very familiar things we know as women: self-doubt and guilt. But you know what? It was worth it. And I stand up here pretty much because I did that. I feel empowered and I am happier. And that's the feeling I want more women to share. And when my daughters saw me cross the finish line, I believe I did more for them as their mother than if I had chauffeured them around to get one more activity. I was modeling the ideas of setting a goal, hard work and perseverance, and trying something I never even thought it would be possible for me to do. And I thought I could very much possibly fail. But I went for it anyway, and I modeled that for them. But I know there are those people out there who still judge this idea as selfish, which is like a dagger in the heart to all women. And women, we do judgment really well to each other and ourselves. But I would remind those people that when we sit on an airplane and we hear that very familiar safety speech, what do they tell us to do when the oxygen masks fall from the ceiling? They say, put the mask on yourself first, and then put it on your child. Is that a selfish act? No, hell no. We all have to breathe. We have to take care of ourselves so that we can be there and be healthy and well to take care of the ones that we love. So I invite you, before you all exit, in the basket in the back, I have little copies of the permission slip. I invite you to write your own permission slip and get back into this game of life. Thank you all so much.